All right, so what we're going to look at today is how to tell when the markets are puking that they are going to have a strong reversal to the upside. So here we have the S&Ps. They started off fairly solid, and the NASDAQ, they were both up on the day at the beginning of the day, and then just started kind of this walk down sell-off. This actually, let me zoom out a little bit here on this chart because it doesn't actually show everything that we want to see here. So if we look at kind of where we started the day, there we go, perfect. So the market started the day on a positive note. So the S&Ps almost got close to 7,000, NASDAQ close to 25,840, which isn't too far off from its all-time highs, a couple hundred points. And then shortly after the open, the market started to sell off. Now we've all seen the markets when it's like, okay, here we're at 69.90 and the S&Ps drop, 30, 40, 50 points, and then it's like, all right, great, let's buy the dip and look for a rally. Okay, so what are the things that you want to look for there? Well, the things that you want to look for a turn is that you've got to see strong tick buying. Okay, and we saw some here at the open, but then it dried up. And so instead, when we're down here at support, so this is actually a pretty decent support level here and a pretty decent support level here on the NASDAQ. That's why we spent a little bit of time kind of chopping around at these levels. What happened? Well, the ticks got worse and worse and worse. And so when these colors light up on the tick, now this is for the NYSE, and then this is specifically for NASDAQ stocks, and this is specifically for the Mag 7 stocks. When you see this, if you're going to start buying, you're going to start catching a falling piano. And this is when you see a market that's like, wow, this thing is so far down, I should start to buy it. Just keep on dropping. So this is one of the, at one point today, the market was down, the NASDAQ was down almost 600 points, the S&P's over 100 points. And so if you're looking at this and we're watching this in our live trading room, it's like, all right, well, great, we caught some money on the short side, but when do you buy this dip? Because you could kill yourself just buying this dip. But at the same time, you want to be aware as a trader, like, okay, there's a potential here for reversal. So what are the things that you got to look at? So we did get a little bit of a pop here in the S&Ps, and then a little bit of a pop here in the NASDAQ. And all right, so at the very least, what we're looking at here, it's kind of like, okay, when you see this, that's great, but at the very least, you have to see that this stuff goes away. Because if this stuff doesn't go away, we are, essentially going nowhere but down. So at the very least, we can say, okay, so the pretty lights here showing the extreme persistent selling go away. And so that's the first kind of all right, this is something now that we can actually do this as a right now. If you're an advanced options trader, you can sell put credit spreads, 0DT, SPX, call debit spreads, etc., etc. And then what we're looking for is, can we get a continuation here? So then we can see, of course, into the close, we got a nice, from the low to the high, 68.62 to 68.20. I mean, that's a hell of a rally. That's a 60 some odd point rally there in the S&Ps. Not quite as strong in the NASDAQ percentage wise, but still 250 points. And the idea with something like this is that because, it could be easy to think like, man, the bottom's going to get taken out here. But as long as you see the pretty colors on the upside, like this, then you have a market that's going to essentially go nowhere but up. Now, sometimes this is neutral, so you don't get a lot of direction in terms of what's going on here, but this was what was nice about today is that you had very, very, very clear direction in terms of path of least resistance is lower, path of least resistance is higher. At the very least, if you're like super bearish here, at the very least, when you see this, like, for the love of God, get out of your shorts, because you're about to get from a day trading perspective, about to get a little bit whacked there. All right, so that's the methodology I use, especially on days like this. It's super, super helpful. Good luck on your trading, and see you at the next one.
Hey, John here with Simpler Trading. Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed this video, comment down below and let us know what topic you want to see us cover next. Also, be sure to subscribe and click the bell icon so you can get notified when we release new videos. And if you want to watch us trade in real time using our own money, go to simplertrading.com and learn how to sign up. Good trading, and we'll see you next time.